Now that the film is wrapped, we've had the pleasure to come back to Greenwood, Mississippi, where we shot The Help, and open up dialogue and speak to some of these amazing women that inspired Catherine's book and inspired the movie. Ladies, first of all, I'd like to thank you all so much for coming here today. My name is Tate Taylor. This is Octavia.
I am Octavia Spencer. I play Minny in the movie. And I want to thank all of you as well for being here this morning. Now, let's meet you.
My name is Mamie Seiler.
Mamie Seiler.
And I'm from Winona, Mississippi.
My name is Shirley Smith, and this is my mother, Mrs. Verley Johnson. Everybody call me Birdie.
My name is Marion Paul Taylor, and I'm known as Net, and I'm a retired educator.
My name is Carrie Paul Bell. I live in Greenwood, Mississippi.
My name is Natalie Anderson. I am a biology pre-med major, and this is my mother.
I'm Lula Anderson. I'm a housewife and a mother.
My name is Carol Lee, and I worked for the Taylors for many, many years.
And the Taylors being Tate's family. And you will also see...
She's responsible for the good stuff.
Well, let me ask you, ladies, what did you do every day?
I cleaned. I did everything there in the house besides babysitting. And meals was on time, but they never ate on time. Never.
I worked for this family that had 3 boys, and they were very good boys. I didn't ever have any trouble out of them. I worked for them 12 years.
In those days, I lived on the plantation, and I started when I was 13, and my duties there was to take care of the kids, housekeeping, cooking, and whatever else went along with it.
And the kids always would hang on me. They would fight. Who was gonna sit on the right leg, who was gonna sit on the left leg. Even now that they're grown, he still think he can sit in my lap.
What about you, Miss Carol?
My main thing was taking care of Tate and making sure that he had what he needed while his mom was away.
There's a lot of cooking in The Help. Food is really a Southern tradition because we're very hospitable people. What were some of the favorite meals that the children that you looked after liked?
Well, back then, I don't think it really was a favorite. And I did learn how to be a real good cook. I could cook anything. I could look at the recipe one time. I didn't have to use that recipe anymore. So now I can't even boil water.
Me either. But I never knew how to cook in the beginning.
I asked him what did he want, and he would say, hamburger.
Or hamburgers, she cooked them in the skillet, and she got this certain crunchy, crusty, without it burning, but the inside would be pink still. I don't know how I can't do it.
Medium rare.
Worcester.
Ah.
That's what was crunchy and a burnt Worcester sauce hamburger.
What about you, Miss Birdie?
Fried chicken and homemade rolls and rice.
You made homemade yeast rolls? I may have to come home with you today. Did you have any dreams of anything you wanted to be other than a...
Yes. When I was growing up, I always wanted to own my own restaurant. No fancy restaurant, just a restaurant that cooked regular dinners. Greens, peas, chicken, roast, mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese, sweet potatoes, cakes and pies.
I had a very poor family, and my mama was getting ready to have a baby. So that though the next oldest one in line to try to be the grown-up.
How did you feel, you and your siblings feel, when your mom was away and knowing that she was spending a lot of time with the children that she was raising?
She was always home when we left for school in the morning because she didn't go to work until 1 o'clock. And we would be gone to school, but when we came home from school, we had to go to my aunt's house or my grandmother's, and we wanted to go home.
Well, it was pretty rough because I'd go up there at 7 o'clock in the morning and leave at 1 and 2 at night. And what I was making wasn't nothing, $10 a week.
Well, it was a whole lot of things I didn't like, but it was making a living. So I felt that I had to do it whether I liked it or not.
Now that we're older, we're proud of our parents for having done what they did for us at that time. We think of it as being raised by two hard-working people that loved us. They had to work to take care of 6 people, 6 other people. And they gave us love and stuff, but it wasn't as much as we needed, but okay.
When you say you were co-parents at times?
We were co-parents, and it definitely took 2 to raise you.
Mom was a single mom with not many choices and avenues. In a way, y'all were in the same situation. It was 2 single parents with kids to raise, and they kind of joined forces and helped each other quite a bit.
Yes, we did.
And they became really good friends in the process.
We call each other's sister. Yep.
I want to talk about the time period that the movie takes place, the 60s. What was it like?
I graduated from high school in 1967, and we had segregated schools, so I graduated from an all-black high school. And it bothered me that, why do we do things separate?
I do remember when we were small, my mom, we were in a store, and in the back they had a water fountain in the right-hand corner and one in the left. And above one they had colored, and the other one they had white. And I was so curious, and I went and drank out of it. I really wanted to know, what was it about that water fountain, you know? And my mom saw me over there, and she almost had a fit. I remember that.
My mom avoided it, and the people that were working for them avoided it.
My mom always told me that where she worked, they never discussed it.
You know, if you don't start a conversation, it really won't be one.
I love you.
It won't, will it?
Love you.
The civil rights movement was the backdrop of this story, but the most beautiful thing about it are the relationships between these black maids and the white children.
We considered ourselves as being really blessed. The family was one of the best families, and they were very instrumental in our life in every aspect. There was no doubt we were going to get an education. I went to college, my brother went to college, and then my daughter came along, and she went on to medical school, and now she's a doctor.
Being around Mr. Bill and them, and we played together, and we always had a close relationship. And his dad, on his deathbed, he said, I think the world of you. He said, you're my family. And I told him, I said, Mr. Thomas, I said, the only thing between me and you is you're lighter and I'm dark. I said, but we got the same blood screen. I said, if you needed my blood, I can give it to you. And I remember, like it was yesterday, a tear rolled down his eye.
I'm very proud of my mother because she made me a very strong woman, and I can see the pride that all of you have, the daughters that are present, that you have with your mothers. I would love to hear from the daughters. What is the one thing that you wanted to say to your mother?
I would like to thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the blood, sweat, and tears, and hard work and long hours, and we love you. Thank you.
Mom, I would like to thank you for all that you have done and still doing. And we made it all because of you. You worked hard, you struggled, and we just thankful that you all had the courage to keep on keeping on.
Thank you, Miss Birdie.
Well, Mom, I thank you for all your hard work, you know, that you did, because they made me into a better person. They inspired me. And it was an example for me to follow. Because of your hard work, I admire your strength, your endurance for the things that you have done. It encouraged me to continue to endure on the path that I'm going down to better myself. And I just thank you for everything that you've done for me, give me a good life.
And thank you to all of you.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.